Welcome to Health Soundness. Today, through this video, I will tell you hair transplant, the pros and cons you need to consider. Hair loss affects millions of men and women around the world. If you're struggling with hair loss, you may be considering a hair transplant. Considering a hair transplant? You're not alone. According to the International Society of Hair Restoration Surgery, the demand for hair transplants is growing every year. If you're thinking about undergoing a hair transplant, it's important to know the pros and cons before making a decision. A hair transplant is a surgical procedure that involves taking hair from one area of the scalp and transplanting it to another. It's typically used to treat male pattern baldness, but it can also be used to restore hair loss caused by injury or disease. During a hair transplant, a surgeon removes hair follicles from an area of the scalp that has healthy hair growth. The follicles are then transplanted to an area of the scalp that is balding or has thinning hair. There are a few things you should keep in mind if you're considering a hair transplant. First, it's important to know that the results are not immediate. It can take up to a year for the transplanted hair to fully grow in. Second, a hair transplant is a very expensive procedure. In the United States, it can cost several $1,000s. And finally, there are risks involved with a hair transplant, including scarring and infection. Pros. Natural-looking results. A hair transplant can produce natural-looking results that are very difficult to distinguish from your own long-lasting. Once your hair has grown in, the results are permanent. No hair pieces. Unlike wearing a toupee or other type of hairpiece, hair transplants do not require any maintenance or special care. Cons: high cost. The cost of a hair transplant can be prohibitively expensive for many people. Risks of surgery. Hair transplants involve going under the knife, and there are risks associated with any surgical procedure. Pain and swelling. Hair transplants can cause some minor pain and swelling. Long recovery time. Recovery from a hair transplant may take several days or weeks. Knowing the pros and cons of a hair transplant can help you make an informed decision. Thanks for watching. Please like video, comment, share and subscribe.